How are you?
I'm doing well. You want to start the podcast?
Yeah, let's start the podcast.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to start the podcast.
You start the podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Ignore the Backlog. My name is TheRealPortz, and my co-host is EvilSpaceBunny. Bunny, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. Appreciate the concern.
Oh, yeah, so much concern.
What I think we should do is start out by talking about why we're called Ignore the Backlog. It's a little self-evident, but I think it bears a little bit of explanation.
Yeah, I mean, the word backlog can mean so many different things, but in our context, it means video games. Like, there's so many video games out there, and I have literally hundreds of games on Steam, and some of them I haven't even touched.
Do you know how many games you have? Like ballpark? Like, not the exact number. I don't care how many DLCs you own or copies of different games.
Yeah, on Steam, I think I have like over 500 now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's like the magic number. You know you're a gamer if it's over 500 on Steam, probably.
Only real gamers have 500 games on Steam.
Get out of here with that $4.99 is what I'm saying.
If you have less than 100, don't talk to me.
Yeah, that's like my mom probably has that many. It's like 100 copies of Age of Empires 2, though. She really likes that game.
Oh my god, no. Does your mom still call all video games Nintendo?
No, she never did that because I never owned a Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, my backlog is like primarily PC. I like console games, but like only because they're only on that platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If something's on PC and it's on console, I'm only gonna play the PC copy.
Obviously. I mean, that's what I do too. Like, I have some games like on my Switch that I haven't even touched. Like, I have Zelda, the new one, and I barely touched that on my Switch. I think I maybe played 20 to 30 minutes on it, and I feel really bad because I love all the other Zelda games. I just turned into a PC fucking nut, and that's all I ever play now.
Yeah. Doesn't it suck? Like, I feel like part of it's the laziness. Like, I mean, there's like HDMI switchers and stuff like that, but it's just like everything I do is on my PC. Even non-gaming stuff. It's just like, I don't want to have to switch something. It's such a first world thing, you know?
It is a total first world thing. Like, my video games for like my TV and my Switch and my Xbox and my PlayStation, they're all out in my living room. And I'm so much on my computer after I come home from work. Like, I get on the internet, I start reading the news, I usually pull up a game, usually Minecraft, and then there's Discord, and I'm checking like 50,000 different other things while I'm usually playing a game.
Yeah. So this segment is actually a fantastic description of itself, because we started trying to explain why we're called Ignore the Backlog, and then we ignored explaining that and went into something else. That's what we do with our backlogs. They're there, but we're not doing shit about it. Like, I try, but it's just, you have to not think about it sometimes because it's too much. It's overwhelming, really.
It's very overwhelming. It's like that evil Kermit meme. It's like, oh, hey, I should play one of these million games on Steam. It's like, no, load up Minecraft and play this mod pack for the 15th time.
Yeah, you're talking about the one where he's like in the Sith hood?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good meme.
Yep.
Memes are fucking great. So are video games. Transition.
Video games? What's that?
So let's talk a little bit about ourselves, because that's what narcissistic fucks do.
Obviously. I mean, we have a podcast.
How did you get started in gaming? What's like, give me an earliest Bunny gaming memory.
Okay, so I've been playing video games for almost 30 years now. Yeah, I know.
You went 20 years without playing video games?
I went for 30 years. I've been playing video games for fucking 30
No, you went
years.
for 20 years without playing video games.
Shut the fuck up. You fucking dick. Anyway, no, my dad bought me a Super Nintendo when I was 4. And he bought it for me to, quote unquote, build hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
And obviously it was a ploy just so my mom would get him another system.
That's smart though. Your dad's a smart dude.
Yeah, it was like a good tactical, like, kind of way to get at it. Because he had already an Atari, but he didn't have a Nintendo, and he really wanted the new Super Nintendo. And so I have, like, a lot of memories of me playing Mario with him and beating Mario World with him. And then we would play Mario Kart, and he would always let me win. And then my first real memory of beating a game on my own, because my dad eventually stopped playing games with me, was probably Link to a Past. And that's like one of my favorite games still to this day. What about you?
That's awesome. I started because my parents very casually played games on computer. We didn't have any consoles, and I would watch them play Age of Empires, Star Wars Dark Forces.
Oh my
just
God,
a bunch
that game
of like
was so
mid-90s
good.
shit. It was really good. I was a little disappointed that there were no lightsabers in Dark Forces.
Fair.
Because every kid just wants a lightsaber. That's all I've ever wanted. I'm still waiting.
I still want one.
Yeah, IRL. But they're like $200 and they're not real. So I watched over their shoulder for a long time, and like it took me a long time to convince them to like just let me play.
Really?
But when I finally did, yeah, they were so strict about it. I need to go back and talk to them about it. Maybe I'll interview them for a podcast.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
They were very hesitant to let me play like a lot of games. Even like, I mean, up until I was like 16, I was limited to like 5 hours a week.
What
and
the
keep
fuck?
in mind, I was homeschooled, so I was home all day with my video games with not shit to do while all my friends were at school.
Oh.
It was miserable. It was torture. So now, Jesus Christ, am I overcompensating for how much time I lost?
You're like, no sleep, more games, please.
Yeah. So, yeah, early memories were a lot of shooters and strategy games because that was the 90s. There were
Especially for computer
those games
games
were
and stuff. It was like all
and
those
a little bit
RTS.
of point and click games too, like the LucasArts games. Really into those.
Monkey Island and shit.
Monkey Island, fucking Full Throttle, one of my favorites.
Oh, Full Throttle.
Oh, you've played it? Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people have. It does not get the love that Monkey Island does.
I mean, Monkey Island's just such a good classic. It's the beginning of Lucas games, and like, as soon as they remastered that, I gobbled it up and bought it again on Steam.
Did you play the old Indiana Jones adventure games they did?
I did not.
They were very good. One of the intros, I forget which Indiana Jones it was. I think it was like Fate of Atlantis or something like that. But the intro is just him falling through a building and like a bunch of silly shit happening. It was fucking incredible.
I'll have to
like
look
as
it
the
up
credits. Remember when credits were in the beginning?
Yes.
It was cool. Mm-hmm. It was rad.
It was the best.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't been gaming for 30 years, but what is that? 25 probably. Well, I wasn't 2 when I started. 23, maybe. 23-ish years, something like that.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah. Look, I don't have the advantage of your age. Okay.
I know.
I would have started earlier if I could have.
I'm sorry. I just have to be a million years old and
flaunt it in front of everybody.
Yeah, at least I look good.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Me too, though.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's going to go away as soon as I hit 30.
Oh, yeah. It's going to fucking turn into a dumpster fire. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm gonna look like the I was gonna make a Lord of the Rings reference, and you literally told me right before this podcast you don't like Lord of the Rings.
No, go ahead. Let me see if I get it.
I was gonna say the main, I forget his fucking name, but the main like wraith dude when Frodo slips on the ring on top of Weathertop, and you see his like slanty, weird, fucking like ghosty face. That's gonna be me at 30.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I've seen all of the movies. I've read the books, trying to like them, and I just never could get into it. And then my friends would constantly drag me to go see all of those movies over and over again. They're like, oh my god, I want to be an elf. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm going to go play Oblivion and kill every fucking elf I see.
I like how you emphasize the O, like Oblivion.
What? Oblivion?
Morrowind.
Morrowind.
Oblivion.
What? It's the best game
it's just
ever.
Oblivion.
It's Oblivion.
Just Oblivion.
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 Oh, Oblivion. Yeah, I get it.
Anyway.
So what have you been doing this week? What's your gaming week been like?
A lot of Minecraft. I played this newish mod pack kind of called Real Life Minecraft, and it's incredibly difficult.
Wait a minute. Aren't they doing like a Pokemon Go thing? That's not what that is, right?
No. That's Minecraft World.
Okay. When you said in real life, it like made me think of that, and I thought that's what you were talking about.
No. The real life Minecraft is like, it's a harder mod pack. You have to eat. You have to heal yourself in like different ways than normal.
Do your taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do your taxes. You got to be worried about the dinosaurs that are outside that are going to try to kill you. The evil monsters. Anyway, like that pack is just designed to fucking murder you over and over and over again. And that's pretty much what I did, was just die a lot on camera this week during stream.
Oh, yeah, we should mention you're a Twitch streamer. Big-time Twitch streamer right here.
Oh, my gosh.
EvilSpaceBunny.
What about
TTV.
you? TTV. EvilSpaceBunny. I never did that. Everybody kept telling me to do that when I was playing PUBG, and I'm like, no. I don't want people to come find me. And it's usually going to be like weird 13-year-old boys that, like, I already get enough of those that come try to hit on me in my chat, and it's like super weird. And it's like, I could be your mom.
Did you see that?
Oh, go ahead.
What's that? Sorry.
I was just
Did you see that? God damn it. It's the first episode, everybody.
God damn it. No, what I was going to say is like, it's like, if I was fucking stupid, I could be their moms, basically.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is weird to think about. Because I still act like I'm 12, but I'm not 12.
I mean, I do too, so fair.
Yeah. Did you see the Twitter post that kind of blew up a little bit about the guy who raided somebody? Because he was like, I want to like get rid of the stigma of TTV in people's names. And he raided somebody with a TTV in his name, and he was literally fucking stream sniping him.
That was Wacky Jackie. He's my boy. No, Wacky Jackie's awesome. He's like a really nice PUBG like content creator and like contributor, and like they listen to him. Like the creators from PUBG constantly listen to him and make improvements from things that he has found in the game because he's obsessed with it. And
I didn't know you knew this so intimately. It was just something I randomly thought of.
I played a lot of PUBG, but yeah, no, Wacky's great. And like everybody in Wacky Jackie's chat was making fun of that dude. He's like, oh, he has TTB in his name.
Yeah.
So Wacky Jackie, trying to be the nice person that he is, went and raided him, and the motherfucker was trying to stream snipe him. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're on camera, you're on stream, and you're trying to stream snipe somebody who's like famous and streaming at the same time as you are.
Yep.
Yikes.
It's a bad look.
Like, yikes.
That guy's gonna have to change his name.
That guy's probably gonna get banned. He's probably gonna get PUBG banned, and then he'll probably get like maybe Twitch banned, because that's a big no-no on both sides. Like, you could get, like, usually a lot of people get streams that are stream sniping and get caught like that. PUBG will just ban them.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
I think Apex was doing that too.
Yeah.
You gotta have them rules.
Don't be a dick. It's just that simple.
That's my only chat rule. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Just don't be stupid.
Stop being a dick. If you're a dick, stop.
Stop.
Or don't be here.
Get some help.
Be a dick over there. They love dicks over there. I don't know where I'm pointing. Mixer, maybe? No. They hate dicks too.
No.
I went to TwitchCon. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah, you know, I'm still pretty salty and jelly over that.
Yeah. I've tried my best not to like flaunt it at you, but I think I've done it inadvertently a couple times probably.
I mean, definitely telling me how much you dropped on alcohol made me a little like, I'm so super salty jelly that you could spread me on some hater toast right now, because I'm still really bummed that I couldn't go. But at the same time,
this is a good time to stop and talk about our sponsors at Hater Toast. When you're feeling like a snack, open up some Hater Toast.
Oh
Pop open a can of hater toast. It's actually a drink. You wouldn't know it, but that'd be great. That's such a. You know what? Let's cut this out. I want to go start a energy drink brand called Hater Toast.
Hater toast with some
Not even
salty
gonna,
jelly.
It's not even gonna taste like toast. It's just like called that. It's just called the wrong thing. That's like the wrong thing to do in marketing, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of the wrong thing, but it's okay.
Damn it. It's funny though.
I mean, if
That's what people.
if it's tongue in cheeky enough, maybe you could get away with it.
Oh, let's call it tongue in cheek.
Oh
But it will be tongue flavored.
no! Gross. Anyway, so how was TwitchCon for you?
TwitchCon was awesome. It was really cool. I am somebody who kind of doesn't get the whole con thing. I don't really go to Comic-Con. I've been before, but I don't. It's not like my thing. Mostly because comics aren't really my thing. Like I just felt like there wasn't much for me. I texted somebody that I know who loves conventions, and I was like, I think I finally get it. TwitchCon was kind of made for me, or I was made for it. Like it was really cool. I got to see a lot of shit. Like some of it I wasn't expecting. Like, they had an artist area. I think, I don't know, probably 20 to 30 artists had booths set up, and they could show off and sell their art and stuff. And I was randomly walking through that. And, you know, I'm not like the biggest art fan in the world. I don't have any hanging in my apartment. But I noticed that this booth had a bio section. Like he had a big poster behind him, like explaining who he is. And he was the lead concept artist, a lead concept artist on the Orville. His name's Good Natured Villain, and it was super cool meeting that dude.
Oh yeah, you rated him the other day.
I did rate him the other day. We've connected on Twitch, and it's been awesome. And it was just like so unexpected because if I were by myself, I was with somebody who like wanted to go to the artist place, so we did that. And then I found something to connect with there, which I was just not expecting. So that was cool, and it was cool as shit. And it's about something that I really love, which is the Orville, the TV show. And it's weird. There's so many weird layers to it. Like I'm not really a Star Trek fan. I've seen a little bit of it, but I'm not. I don't like nerd out over that. I'm not really that into sci-fi, but just like there's something about the Orville. And then like I went to TwitchCon and I happened to see this guy. Like it's just like a bunch of random shit that led to a really cool moment.
It was like the stars aligning, and it was perfect for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was cool. So I bought some art off that guy. I bought a couple other pieces because I was like in the area, and I was like, well, fucking, I guess I'm an art guy now. And they were cool. It was a neat experience. The other cool thing that I did was something it's very unlike me to do something like this, but I waited in line to see Elspeth.
Oh yeah.
For like an hour.
Uh-huh.
And that it's so unlike me because I'm such a selfish prick that I'm like, no one's gonna wait in line an hour for me. I'm not gonna fucking wait in line for somebody else. But I really love her content. I think, and I told her this. I was like, I think your quips per minute are probably the highest I've ever seen on Twitch. Like she's just funny constantly. So I waited in line, and I wanted to get a picture with her because everyone does. But I wanted it to be different because I just hate the idea of getting the same fucking photo everyone else gets. So I had her pretend that I was the person that she was excited to see, and I didn't really know who she was, so that was fun. And she went along with it. It was awkward because it was like explaining what I wanted and then getting the photo was weird. But the photo is perfect, and I would do it all over again.
You would do it all over again. You would embarrass another content creator that you admire. Just
Absolutely.
for that photo?
Yes.
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Embarrassed? She wasn't embarrassed.
Okay. I mean...
Let's get her on the podcast. Settle it right now.
I mean, didn't you complain that, like, she retweeted everybody else's but yours?
Yeah, but I think that's more like a brand thing. Like, she doesn't want, like... It's not immediately obvious that that's a joke.
Gotcha.
You know, like some people would take it seriously or something. She seemed really like cool about it. As soon as I could actually explain what the photo was going to be, which is like just her freaking out and me like kind of dismissing it. I think the way I phrased that tweet also was like it didn't help. Like I should have probably said something like thanks for playing along. It was great to meet you, or something like that. But instead, I was like, it's so good to meet a fan. Like anytime, I'll meet a fan anytime. I think her name is Elspeth. Sorry if I got that wrong.
Oh my god, Portz. Oh, poor girl. No, she's pretty funny. I follow her too.
She's fine. She's fine. I'm a fundamentally selfish person, so I don't spend time in like a lot of big streams because I want to be seen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I spend time in her stream because she's cool. Yeah, I mean, just getting to meet a fuckload of people that I know on the internet and don't know in real life yet was really cool.
Yeah.
San Diego's awesome. The weather was great.
Was it? I thought it was raining.
No, didn't rain once as far as I can remember.
What do you think?
I think it rained at night one time, but it was like I had already been asleep, so.
Oh. What do you think about the whole fiasco with the crazy fucking drugging shit?
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know what the count is up to, but I think there were like 3 reports of people either getting roofied or like attempts.
Oh, Jesus.
But I mean, it's a huge city and there's 50,000 fucking people there. People assume that like Twitch it's like their thing, right? They're like, these are our people, like it's nerds and stuff like that. But it's like, think of like the creeps you have to deal with on Twitch. A bunch of those people are fucking going to that convention. Like it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. Like obviously it sucks that it exists, but you're never going to eliminate every creep. It's just not possible.
Is it I thought it was mostly going to be like content creators and other streamers. Was there actually like a lot of viewers?
Community members can buy. Yeah. I met a bunch of people that were just viewers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you, like a lot of people are assuming, oh my God, it was like another content creator, but it's like, no, not necessarily. Yeah. And also just because you create content on Twitch doesn't mean you're not a creep.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. Like, I've met some kind of, like, really weird dudes and stuff like that. And then, like, because, like, my whole thing is, like, oh, well, I'll get guys, like, try to talk down to me and stuff. And they're like, oh, well, especially when I was first starting out, they're like,
Are they taller than you, though?
I don't know. I never met these fucking nerds.
Well, go to TwitchCon, you will.
I don't think I want to. But, like, they would be like, oh, you only have, like, this many followers and stuff, and they're like, well, maybe we'll do it if you like sweeten the deal. And then I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to talk to you ever again.
That's gross.
Yeah, I mean, there's just all kinds of weird shit that happens that you don't ever like think about.
Yeah.
Or want to.
And there's like the assumption that they're like just that way because it's, you know, over the internet. It's anonymous, but man, people are still fucked up in real life.
Yeah, like, I don't know. But what was the most exciting thing that you did get to see, like, out of any of the exhibitions?
Panels?
Yeah, that thing.
I was pretty underwhelmed with the panels.
Really?
People were I found that echoed. This was my first TwitchCon, but a lot of people were saying, yeah, it's not as good as last year or the year before. As far as panel content, and there were a couple that were pretty good. Like there was one about like maintaining streaming work and life balance, and that was pretty good. There was like interesting personal stories about how people manage their time and stuff like that. I manage my time by not having a personal life, so it's all
that's
pretty
fair.
easy. But eventually, when I get a life, I have some good ammunition going in.
Are you sure you're ever going to get a life with that making up for the years of not being able to play video games?
Eventually, I'll catch up, right? I assume.
Maybe.
When I'm like 50.
Yeah. Then you can, finally settle down and
start a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Become a new dad at 52. First time dad at 52. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna write a book called First Time Dad at 52. It's gonna be cool. I've planned every inch of my future. It's good. We're good.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it.
How was Twitch while I was away? What happened on the internet while I was in real life when I was twitching IRL?
Well, okay, so I was like super bummed because like a lot of the people that I follow were gone at TwitchCon, so I didn't have anybody to watch, which was very odd. But at that same time, when I streamed, my numbers were up, which was kind of nice. But the thing is, like, a lot of people that were playing mostly or watching Minecraft, either those content creators were at TwitchCon or they were at MinecraftCon, which was at the same time. Yeah. And so my numbers were up and I got a lot more followage than I normally do. Like, I kind of know my daily average and stuff now. But I noticed that was up. My views were up. And, like, even people were at TwitchCon were still stopping in my stream because I streamed a little bit later than I normally would. Just because I just wanted to milk it a little bit. I just, milked it. And, and so, like, I would have people, I'm like, why aren't you enjoying San Diego? And they're like, oh, I'm back in my hotel room and I wanted to watch something. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll try to be entertaining. And then they'll probably pass out. But it was just kind of funny. People. There was a weird
thing of people like I would stop in by like people's streams and stuff. And like while I was at TwitchCon, like, you're at TwitchCon. What are you doing? It's like, it's not like I don't have 4 seconds out of my day to come say, hey, like, it's not that busy. Jesus Christ.
That's how I felt.
I have a phone.
I could totally see you. No, that's how I felt, was like, I'm like, what are you doing here? And they're like, I'm just back at my hotel and stuff. I'm like, go fucking party. Go enjoy yourself. Have fun. You're on vacation.
Way too much. I partied way too much. It was ridiculous. Way too much, yeah. Quay, Brian. Yeah. It was exhausting. But I'm back and sick, and it's great.
Yeah, you got the plague that everybody got sick while they were there.
Mm-hmm.
Like through...
It's not...
Oh, go ahead.
It's like getting a flu shot. It's like you either get it or you don't. It's like a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. That's still gross. Yeah, like 4 or 5 people that I know that went, they're like, oh yeah, I got the Twitch plague. And I'm like, gross.
I don't think I've spread it to anybody, which is good.
Well, I mean, you don't have a life, remember?
Right, that's true. I mean, I have a job, but,
Just cough on your cubicle next to you or whatever. I don't know.
There's like a layer of mucus on the glass on the top of my cubicle. It's really good.
Ew, gross.
Buddy, it's been a crazy couple weeks with gaming news and interesting articles. You've sent me several of them. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, the one that we've been waiting to talk about is the Steam French lawsuit that's been happening.
Yeah.
And we started talking about this and we're like, no, save it for the podcast. And, like, every time, and then we would get into a conversation, we're like, no, we're saving that for podcast.
This is the curse of having a podcast, by the way. Every conversation you have with somebody, you're like, oh, this will be great fucking content. It's like gaming when you're not streaming. You're like, oh, I should be streaming this.
Yeah, I get that way every once in a while. Like, I'll be playing something off stream because, like, there's like a couple mod packs that I've been testing, and there's a mod pack that I'm testing for a friend, and it was having some weird bug issue, and I was just literally screaming at it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What is happening to my game right now? And then I realized, like, I'm like, and then I said, do you see this, chat? Do you see this fucking shit? And I realized I was in the room alone and, like, definitely not streaming at that moment. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm an idiot.
I was talking to a friend of mine just over voice. We're not streaming, just over voice. There's no camera. But I made, like, a funny quip and then looked at the camera like a Krasinski looked at the camera. And I was like, what the fuck was that for? Who the fuck was that for? These terrible habits in my fucking brain.
I mean, I think we, like, slowly develop them and then we just can't get rid of them. Like, yeah. I sometimes, like, I'm shopping and I'm, like, looking at stuff and I'm like, should I get this one or should I get this one? And I'm, like, going back and forth and I'm looking at them and then I'll look up and then I'm like, I'm in the fucking grocery store, Natalie. Just fucking grab something and go. And then I just like quickly scramble out of there.
It's just muscle memory.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So the French hate Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It's a consumer association that's filed this lawsuit. I don't know what that is. What is a consumer association? What is that? Do you know what those are?
No, I have no idea.
We have to have like some here that I know about. I can't think about what they are, like, because everything we have is like, I don't know what it is. But so the reason that I think this is interesting, well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons it's interesting, but the last time a international like government had issues with the way Steam did things was Australia, and their court like ruled that Valve owed like over $1 million to fucking people who like didn't want their games or whatever. And I can't remember if it was before or after, but it was all around the same like couple year span where this shit was going down, and then Steam reformed. Well, they basically had to make a refund policy. Because before you could submit a request for a refund, but it seemed like it pretty much never happened unless you had like a really good reason, like it literally doesn't work.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you can refund a game if you've played less than 2 hours or you've owned it for less than 7 days or both. Automatically, it will automatically be accepted. And it was, I'm pretty sure that it was because of all the shit going on with the Australian law. But that affected us here in the States and everyone globally.
Yeah, everybody
so
now
it
gets
would be
to do refunds.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what's in this lawsuit, but the number one thing people are talking about is that Steam has the ability to transfer ownership of digital products and licenses, but not they explicitly exclude games, and I guess for whatever reason that's not legal, or they don't think it is or shouldn't be, and they want people to be able to sell their digital games.
Yeah, apparently it went all the way to the High Court of Paris, and they ruled against Valve, saying that the Steam it wasn't fair for Steam users to be able to resell games that they've purchased on the platform. And so, like, if this is something that passes, and it's an EU standard, it isn't just France that this would be affected. It's all of the EU, basically.
Yeah.
And if that goes into effect, is it going to be like the Steam Marketplace that we're going to be selling this stuff and it's name your own price, like the weird little random things that we could sell via Steam, like the emotes?
How many Gary's mods for 1 penny are we going to see?
God, what's the one game that you could get rid of? You would get rid of immediately if you could do that.
Oh, there's so many. Like every game that doesn't have online servers anymore, like failed MOBAs and shit. I bought a couple of those. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably get rid of the GTA 1 and 2. I don't like the top-down GTAs, but it came with my Humble Bundle key or something when I bought GTA 4. But yeah, I don't know. There'd be a lot of games. I have a list. I have a category in my fucking Steam library that's just called crap that I'm never gonna launch. Either it's broken or it's just not. It's so not worth playing. Which is funny coming from me because I like bad games.
Yeah.
But they're so just unplayable.
Fair.
So what do you think this is? Do you think this would be a good effect if people could sell their games digitally? And let's assume that it would work like the marketplace for items.
If it works like the marketplace, I could see it being a giant shit show. But also it comes into that weird effect of there's certain games that I have on Steam that are no longer on Steam, and people trying to sell those rare games and stuff.
Those would get so expensive.
Exactly. And it could be kind of crazy and kind of a little hectic, I think. I think it could be a good idea, but I think it would be better if Steam controlled the prices. Like, you return it back to Steam, and then Steam sells a used copy at a lower price or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's not from user to user, so it doesn't even comply with that. So I guess it would have to be the marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah. That's weird. So, a lot of people regard GameStop as bad for the industry.
Yeah.
Because of the used game stuff. Do you think that this would be under like similar attack? Like, because obviously you're not, the developer's not going to get anything from me selling my shit on the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Also, is Steam still going to take a cut? Like, fucking, because that'd be weird.
From the
Steam
marketplace?
just gets richer from this. Yeah, because that's how hats work, right?
Yeah, that's how like the hats and like all the like little loot boxes and stuff work now, and the skins like in PUBG, Steam still takes a cut, no matter how many times it gets resold. Like if it went to the developer entirely, I would probably be okay with that, but it's not going to go to the developer. It's going to go to Steam. As much as I love Steam and I'm a Steam fangirl, but I think that's just kind of unfair, and it is going to be kind of like GameStop where it just fucks over developers, and then they have to do shady shit like sell their soul to a certain evil company that's gobbling up small little indie games, and then they're like, hey, we're going to fuck you over as a developer, and we're only going to let you sell on this platform. Suck my dick.
Wait. Who could you possibly be talking about?
I don't know. Somebody that rhymes
Who
with
would do that?
Pepic.
Pepic? Oh, I thought you were going to say Shmie.
Shmie. Oh, Shmie is just as bad.
Have you bought anything on the Epic Store?
I have not.
Good for you.
I mean,
it's amazing.
I've held out. I mean, Outer Worlds about to come out.
Yeah.
And I love.
Wait, is that exclusive too?
Yes,
Fuck.
I know, dude. That's when I'm gonna sell my soul. Is I'm gonna buy that pre-release for Outer Worlds. But I love Oblivion.
The problem is, I caved too early and I bought Control and I regret it.
You did.
Yeah, it's not even a good game.
I thought you liked it.
Nope, it's bad.
Oh.
I'm in the very small minority. Most people are raving about that game. They fucking love it. And I liked it in the beginning. There's some cool shit in there, but it is, yeah.
You kind of got to be like a Jedi.
Not really.
No?
Without the lightsaber. Remember how much I like lightsabers?
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Who cares about the Force? Actually, the Force is cool too. Force Unleashed. Did you play that? Oh god, it's so good. Oh god,
yeah. Fucking.
That's actually, that game reminded me a lot of it.
Yeah, that's, as watching you play that on Twitch was just like, I'm like, oh, this is just like a blatant ripoff of Force Unleashed.
Blatant ripoff.
Minus like fucking, I don't know, lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt watching you play that. I'm like, oh, okay, we got a force choke. Oh, we got mind control. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, that's how it felt to me. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I see what you did there.
Okay, Control. Okay. You've seen Star Wars. Okay. I get it.
But, I mean, it's hard to say what's going to happen with this whole, like, French bullshit, Steam bullshit. It'll be interesting to see how Steam's going to enact this.
Yeah. I don't know. Either way, it'll probably be fine. If we can choose our own prices for games, it's going to be so weird.
It's going to be really weird.
How else would you do it, though? I guess, would it be up to developers to, like, name the price of their used games? Or something? Like, would Steam be like, no, it's like 30%, like, knocked off the price? Or because the problem is that there's no risk in buying a used game if it's a digital game. It's the same, like, it's always in new condition.
Yeah, right.
So it's not like you're getting a lesser product. So if you discount it, why wouldn't you buy that? It would eat so much sales from the developer.
Yeah, from the developer. Yeah, and then we're going to have more and more issues. We're already having issues with developers going under because they're not able to fucking make enough sales, and that's why they do sell out. Like, it sucks. At the end of the day, they're people too, and they need a paycheck. So they make like all these little compromises already in order to get their game out there.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Anyway.
Of course, some of those developers are already under the umbrella of a greedy publisher.
Ooh.
Like let's say maybe like a Take-Two, for example, owning Rockstar. And let's just get into it, all right?
Yeah, just
I love Red Dead Redemption 2 so much. I played it on Xbox. I regard it as one of the best games I've ever played.
Really?
It's so fucking good. Yes.
Shit, I haven't
narratively,
even,
mostly,
I haven't
and
even
just
touched
like
it.
atmospherically, like it's the most like cliche, like ooh, this makes you feel like Batman, but it makes you feel like a cowboy. Just being a cowboy is the fucking coolest thing in that game. That said, it's coming to PC, which has been long anticipated, and it's always up in the air with Rockstar games, right?
Yeah.
GTA 4 didn't come to PC right away. It was like a year or year and a half later. GTA 5 was a year later.
Yep.
They have this habit of pushing things off for a year or more.
Yeah, and Red
And
Dead
I think it's
Redemption,
been
the first
about
one
a
never
year.
came on.
No, it's never been. So I actually expected them to do that one first, but they did not do that.
No, they just have.
I would kind of prefer it because I have a decent way to play Red Dead Redemption 2 now. Because modern consoles, they're fine. They're not like the way I prefer to play it, but they're fine.
Yeah.
But if you go back to the 360 or the PS3 and play Red Dead Redemption 1, there's too many R's in that fucking sentence.
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead and D's. Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption. It looks terrible. Like it's such a big game and it's impressive at the time, but it's so you can barely see in front of you. Like it's so grainy and muddy. It's rough to look at.
It's
so I wish that they would.
It's a sad. It doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up like Half-Life 2 or any of those games like that.
Oh yeah, that game is crisp as fuck, huh? Half-Life 2. Jesus Christ, that's gonna outlive everything.
Everything.
So you have not played Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, and I actually have avoided watching it at all. Like, a lot of my friends still play it. A lot of my friends still stream it every once in a while. I'm like, hi, I love you. I can't watch this because I want it to be all new to me. Goodbye.
Yeah. That's the right way to do it. And good for you for having like the self-control.
It's been really hard.
There's a lot of games that I don't play right away that I'm like, I'll just watch somebody play it, and then I watch it and it ruins it for me. Like it's fun watching your friend have fun.
Yeah.
But there's certain games that you need to be the one to do it.
Yeah, it's like I've been having a lot of fun watching my friends play Untitled Goose Game, and I still really want that game, but at the same time, like I don't think it's gonna ruin my experience playing it. But certain games...
Well, it's not narrative,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. But certain games that are completely narrative and stuff where, like, spoilers, it's like, fuck, I'm never going to have that again. I'm never going to experience that again.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Fucked up.
Yep.
It's fucked up. So, are you excited to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC?
Oh, absolutely. I think I'm going to actually RP this one. Like, everybody...
Now, what if I told you?
What?
All right? What if I told you? You're excited? That's great. What if I told you that some shady shit was going down?
Oh, no. Don't ruin it for
First
me.
of all,
Don't.
the Steam release is being delayed a month.
I know that.
Okay. It's going to be only on the Rockstar launcher. So it's coming out in November. I forget the day.
But to be fair, it is their game, so they're allowed to launch it on their platform.
Of course they're allowed.
So I'm okay with that.
Of course they are. But listen to this, okay? They're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. But I think it's a dumb idea. Because the idea is that they want all the money to go to them. But that's such a one-track way to look at it. Because the install base on Steam is so much greater. Like, you're going to sell way more copies. And the heat of your game is going to die down. Even if it's just a month.
Yeah.
You're going to lose a ton of people. Because it's just not going to be the hot new thing.
I don't know. Okay, so this is the one thing where I will defend Rockstar on this one.
Okay.
Look at GTA 5.
Yes.
How much is GTA 5?
How much?
Yeah.
$60?
Exactly. How long has that game been out? Almost 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
Yeah. Rockstar's one of those few game companies that produces these like high quality games so far and few between that their games hold up for years.
Yeah.
And their game, like GTA 5 still has people RPing on it and still playing it and still playing this, like the story. And I don't think it's gonna like die down in as much hype. Like, I think the hype will still carry over for the month that it finally does get released on Steam, and then Steam's gonna carry it even higher than when it launches on the thing. But I don't think that's gonna kill it at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna kill it. I just think it's gonna like hamper it a little bit. It's gonna be like, it's more like a rollout instead of like a big giant fucking like blockbuster sales thing.
I mean, it might not be a bad idea to do it that way, because look at what happened to Red Dead Redemption when that went live on the PlayStation servers. It was a fucking mess. It was a shit show.
I didn't know.
It was a shit show.
Well, I mean, most online things are.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time whenever something goes live on launch, the servers get fucked on. Like, look at classic WoW.
Yep.
And like,
what company could possibly be more prepared for a second launch of WoW than the people who made WoW?
Yeah.
And it still happened to them. It's like, internet stuff is hard. It's fucking hard. Servers are not easy.
Yeah. No, for sure. But
so, yeah. Okay. So I'm not done listing the things that are going on.
Continue.
All right. Here's the other thing that I'm less upset about, but some people are. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. What if I told you?
Oh no.
That the Rockstar launcher is always on the internet.
Just like EA. Oh no.
EA is not like that.
Actually, it used to not be. It just recently added that offline option. But before, you always had to constantly be connected to the internet with EA. Even with their games in order to save. Remember, I'm an old lady, so...
Yeah, but how long ago are we talking? Because I've been using Origin for... when did Dragon Age 2 come out?
It was before Dragon Age 2, I think. I think it was around the time when SimCity 4 came out and Dead Space 2 was out.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing these games and my internet sucked dick because of where I was living. And it would just randomly cut out. But most of the time I was playing single player games at this point in my life. Nice. So I was playing these single player games and I would get disconnected from the internet, but I wouldn't notice. And what would happen was my game would crash or something would happen and it would kick me out of my game because I wasn't connected to the EA thing. And so I would lose all my time and I would lose my fucking saves in SimCity, or I'd lose my game saves in fucking Dead Space 2, which made me really fucking angry. And okay, so this is how I got banned from EA too.
What?
For like a hot minute. Yeah, I was super pissed.
Let's get into the gossip corner, everybody.
I was super pissed, and I had every right to be pissed. I'm like, look, my internet sucks dick. The fact that I have to constantly be connected, and I went on their forums and I posted this. I'm like, this is stupid. This is fucking bullshit, and you know it. And like, I wrote this big, huge post about how I couldn't fucking connect, and they're like, that sucks. And then I got banned for 2 weeks.
That's not that long.
And wasn't that too long? But like, I didn't do anything
they're
fucking
like, you
wrong.
don't want to be always online? Well, then here, we'll take away the online for you. How about that?
Yeah, I couldn't play my games or anything for 2 weeks.
Can't play your fucking games. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I was mad. Jesus. It's like, wow.
I have my Dead Space 2 through Steam, so I don't give a shit.
Well, I do now, so me.
Yeah, so I mean that's a potential problem, and there's always the potential for them reversing it, because this stuff is usually met with intense hatred.
Yep.
But as it stands now, it's not great. I rarely have connectivity problems, but it's still like, why? I just don't understand it, unless you're just data mining me, which you probably are.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Pepic does, so.
Yep. Pepic.
Pepic.
Are we not allowed to say Epic?
I don't know.
Are we going to get sued by them?
I don't know. Please don't sue us, Epic. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
It'd be a good story.
Yeah, 2 fucking nerds on their first podcast because they shit talk Epic and EA are getting sued into the ground.
God, what if they went after small people like that? It'd be so stupid.
Oh my God, it'd be so petty. Fuck. But yeah, no, that whole like connectivity thing, while it gives me like some shade, like my internet's better now, but like a lot of my friends, like my friend Zubera that I play a lot of PUBG with, his internet sucks. And like he gets charged if he goes over a certain cap, like some people do. And
Same.
Yeah, exactly. And so like having something constantly connected and constantly like checking and pinging and stuff does eat up your broadband. It does eat up your internet. And so I don't know. I just feel bad for them.
Yeah. The whatever it's doing is like, you wouldn't notice it. I promise. Not in like a bandwidth conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think I'm still going to pick it up. I'll probably wait for the Steam release. Although
Same.
I imagine that the Steam release is still going to open up their launcher. Like there's no way they don't do that, right? The like Ubisoft launcher situation.
Yeah, like the Ubisoft launcher, or like when Microsoft had their fucking launcher attached to like Fallout 3.
Oh no, Games for Windows Live.
Oh
no.
my God, Games for Windows Live.
Ugh.
It's fucking dead, thank God. I don't remember when that went away, but like try to play Fallout 3 and try to launch these two launchers, and it was just like a goddamn nightmare.
Yep.
Yep. Rest in peace, Microsoft Live. Nope, never mind.
Not rest in peace. Rest in hell, fuckers.
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
The main problem with that was it was just broken, you know?
God, it was like
Anyway.
Steam from 2004.
You're old.
Wow. Thanks for reminding me. But yeah, no, I'll probably wait too. And then I can work on my fucking accent that I'm going to roleplay with.
Wow, you're going to do an accent.
Yeah, I'm going to do like, I don't know, maybe some kind of Southern Belle. You can't fuck with this, mister.
Are you going to dress up?
Oh, shit. I mean,
For stream?
Maybe. Maybe I'll get
What?
like some old timey fucking like dress and look my age. But oh, that's a good idea. Shit, I'm gonna write that down. Dress up like an
It's the
idiot.
first thing I thought of when you said RP.
Well, I mean, fair. Fair. If I stream it, I'll dress up. I'll dress up like a fucking
Okay.
idiot.
Oh. Well, you could probably just get a cowboy outfit.
Yeah. Lady cowboy.
Cowgirl, sorry.
Cowgirl. Lady cowboy.
Lady cowboy.
Lady cowboy. I'm Lady Cowboy.
That's a different thing.
I don't have a name yet, but I'm a Lady Cowboy. I'm gonna shoot you.
Great to meet you, Lady Cowboy. What's it like being in the Old West, Lady Cowboy?
It's terrible. Everybody smells, nobody takes baths, and nobody knows how to brush their teeth.
Nobody knows how, or it hasn't been invented yet.
Well,
At least they had wood teeth.
oh man, okay. Apparently back in the old times, from listening to another podcast that I love and cherish, they talked about like all the crazy fucking things that they would do for teeth, and they would have little kids take out their teeth, and then they would like attach it to people with like all these crazy wires for older people once they started losing their teeth. So you're using little kids' teeth in other people's mouths, and they're attached with all these like crazy wires. I'll send you some pictures later. It's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life.
How does that help the little kid?
It doesn't help the little kid. It helps the adult who's lost all its fucking teeth.
Did they yank it out of the kid?
Yeah.
Or is it like voluntary?
Sometimes it's voluntary. Sometimes they would like kidnap kids and shit. It was fucked up.
Damn.
Yep.
But old people are like 30-year-olds, right?
Exactly. You only lived like till 25 or
Yeah.
30. Shit.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Jesus Christ. News stuff. We had a couple other things to talk about. Blizzard. I don't know how to read this article,
Which one?
but it's basically the Blizzard like Diablo Immortal backlash. They like responded to it, which is kind of a weird thing, especially since it's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. When does BlizzCon usually happen?
I think it's in November.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like, I guess it's in preparation for the next one. Like, hey, still tune in because we learned stuff.
We learned some stuff. We realized that
We
you
know
don't want a
hate
mobile
your
game.
phones. We're not going to ask you if you have phones, don't you? We promise.
I mean,
We fired that guy.
we fired that guy because he was an idiot. No.
Yeah.
So, like, them trying to make a mobile thing, like, it's when Todd Howard talked about Fallout Shelter. But
Todd Coward, am I right?
I mean,
I'm kidding. I love
don't
Todd
insult my secret internet developer crush. He, like, but the thing was, when they talked about Fallout Shelter, they also talked about Fallout 4. So they had like this nice segue with, hey.
And it released that day.
Exactly. So they're like, hey, we have this cute little game. It's coming out. You could play it in preparation for Fallout 4. And everybody's like,
Yep.
yeah. And everybody fucking lost
Yeah.
their goddamn mind over a shitty fucking mobile game. I mean, it's not that shitty. It's actually kind of fun. But the thing with like BlizzCon, and they showed Diablo, and like we started freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, Diablo 4 confirmed, and I was excited.
The idea, because that announcement was exciting, like you said, because you're talking about the big thing that they want to talk about anyway, which is Fallout 4, and you're releasing it that day, so you have immediate access to it.
Yeah.
Because what that does is send a signal that this is the unimportant thing. Like this is not the big thing. But what Blizzard was trying to do was go, this is our Diablo thing. Look at it. It's on the phones. Everyone's going to get into it.
Yeah.
And it's not out yet. They're like trying to build up excitement for this fucking mobile game, which is insane. I've never been excited pre-release for a fucking mobile game.
Don't you have a phone,
That's
Portz?
Crazy. I have 2 phones, in fact. I should be doubly excited. Jesus Christ.
But
I go buy a tablet so I can play it
oh god,
3 times at once.
no, stop. But like the whole rumor behind this is that they did it to go after like the market in China because they're big mobile gamers over there.
Yeah.
And
who tipped them off? It's been like a decade.
I mean, Blizzard's always a little slow when it comes to things.
I know. You know what's weird? So Blizzard used to be the kind of developer who would
On top of
cancel projects.
Yep.
They would cancel projects that they spent years on. And in this article, they're like, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's lots of time spent in this, so we're still going to do it, which is the weirdest messaging I've ever seen.
I think it's
They're like, there's a lot of development time in this. We need to make money. Okay?
we need to make money.
Guys?
Hey.
Yeah.
Well,
we can't take a loss on this, so.
I think it's because they're owned by Activision
Give us the good
now.
faith for literally nothing in return.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, they're owned by Activision now. They have somebody to answer to. They're
I
not.
thought it was a partnership. Is that not how that works?
I don't think so. I think they're actually owned by Activision. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like, I'm pretty sure that they're owned by Activision now, and they have to basically report to Activision because like that was the thing. Like Blizzard canceled like the Ghost game and like a couple others, and they were even in the talks of doing like a Dota game, and then they scrapped it. And then once Dota went over to fucking Steam, they're like, oh shit, and then they came out with Heroes. But that's the thing is like, I think that's the reason why they're not going to cancel this. And even though it's not going to make them very much money, it will still make them a little bit. And then they could go to Activision and be like, they're going to take this plate full of shit up to them and be like, here you go. We tried. You know.
Yeah. I was just trying to quickly read about what it is, but I'm more confused now than ever.
I don't know.
It's like, as of February 2018, Activision Blizzard is divided into 3 key business segments. Activision Publishing, which handles the development, production, and distribution of video games from its subsidiary studios. Blizzard Entertainment, which handles the development, production, and distribution of Blizzard's games. It also houses the company's esports activities. Okay. King, which handles the development and distribution of mobile games, which I didn't know about.
Oh no, does that mean they're going to have more
Interesting.
mobile games?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they have a shitload already and we just have no idea.
Oh no.
Because it's... Wait. King is... They're the makers of Candy Crush Saga. They've been doing it to us all along. We had no idea. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
All right.
They're inside the computer.
You got us, Activision Blizzard. You got us.
You got us. Good.
That's the thing that makes me think that it's not like Activision is the the people, because I mean before that they were under Vivendi.
Yeah.
And they're not better than Activision.
Ugh. Like they're both gross.
Yeah. Everyone, if you make X money, you're gross.
If you make X amount of money and you're poopy towards your fans, you're gross.
Yep. Gross. You have cooties.
Cooties.
You have corporate cooties.
So do you have Discord? Do you have Discord, the ultimate one, Nitro, I think? I don't remember.
No.
You don't?
No. God, no. Why would I do that to myself?
I mean,
Are you trying to sell me something? What
I'm not trying
where
to
did this
sell you
come from?
something. It's more the whole, like, Discord's losing their game store.
Oh. What does it have to do with Nitro?
Well, if you had Nitro, you had access to the fucking game library.
Oh. Wait. Oh, is it like a subscription thing? It's
Yes.
like, here's a library of 100 games, and you get to play whichever ones you want as long as you're subscribed to our thing.
Yes.
Okay. No, I didn't have that, and didn't know about it, actually.
I
knew they had a store, but I thought it was just for, like, buying games.
No, so that's the thing with Nitro is, like, if you paid the $9.99 a month, or I think it's $100 for the whole year, you had access to the library. But the thing is, like, nobody was using it. And so now that's shutting down as of October 16th.
That's almost as much as Amazon Prime. That's, like, too much money.
Amazon Prime's like $120 now.
Yeah, almost as much.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but I don't know. The only reason why I got Nitro was to, one, boost my Discord server, but two, also, I like Discord. I think Discord's an amazing program. Like, look at all the crazy shit you could do with Discord.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a phone call. If we want, we could go on camera, and, like, we can now share screens with Discord, and it's free to use.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I like this company, and I'm willing to support a company that's product that I enjoy a lot. Like, it's just like subscribing to somebody on Twitch. I enjoy their content. I subscribe to them. I enjoy your content. I subscribe to you. It's just like that for me. So that's why I ended up getting this. But I've never, ever used their gaming library.
Okay. Why?
I forget about it.
Okay. So they didn't present it enough?
I don't think they
or
presented it
did it not
enough.
have great content?
It did have, like, a lot of games, but I'm like, it's games that I already owned. There was, like, maybe one or two games that I didn't.
Well, those are the easy games to get, so I bet a lot of people already own them.
Yeah, like, Paladins is on here, but Paladins is free on fucking Steam. I was like,
yeah.
Okay. Like, Tooth and Tail is on here, and that's always a game that I always wanted to play. And then there's, like, a couple other little oddball side-scrollers, but, like, BioShock's on here.
Yeah.
And, like... Inside's on here, which is an amazing puzzle side-scrolling game, but that came out like a million years ago. Soma's on here, System Shock, and like a few others.
This is like all games that came out, like they've always been fucking Prime rewards on Twitch, I think.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. Like Saint Row 4 is on here, and that's like one of their like last newer ones that they had. But yeah, I don't think they ever advertised it enough, and it never showed up when you would start the Discord launcher or anything.
Yeah.
So I'd forget about it because you have to go into like this weird tiny little tab. You have to go into your conversations tab, and then you have to scroll all the way up to the top of that. And I have so many different direct messages nowadays that it would just get lost.
So it's gone away.
Mm-hmm.
When, and do you know why? I mean, other than people don't use it. Like, well, no, not that. That's the wrong question. What I want to know is, when is it going away, and is it being replaced with anything, or is this just lost value for spending $10 a month?
There's talks about them replacing it with something, but they haven't announced what they're going to replace it with. If they just get rid of it entirely and let me keep like my boosting abilities for my Discord and like lower the price, I'd be totes happy with that.
Yeah.
If they come up with like a new concept as a reward, maybe. It depends on what it is. But if it's like not worth it at the end of the day, then, you know, I'll probably just drop it down to the lower. Instead of the $100 a year, I'll do like probably the $50 a year so I can use my emotes all over the place. because I like to talk with them. As you know.
I do. I'm very aware. I was going to mention it. Like, I feel like that's probably the only reason you have it, really.
I mean, that's why I got it in the first place. Is like, oh shit, animated emotes? Hell yeah. And it's like, I can use emotes across other people's Discords and bombard them and drop my cool emotes everywhere and fucking dunk on these nerds? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's mostly why, honestly.
Being on the receiving end of those emotes, it doesn't feel like you're dunking on us, by the way. You might want to reassess how
Are
that
you
comes
sure?
out. Yeah, I don't feel dunked on at all.
I'm going to spam you with emotes every day now.
Okay.
Until you feel dunked on.
All right.
It'll be like 2 in the morning when I wake up for work or something. It'll be like just fucking spamming your phone or some shit with emotes.
Well, I don't have notifications on, so good luck.
Fuck. I'll find a way. Life finds a way.
Was there any more news that we had to discuss?
I mean, there's GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Oh, that's right.
Did you play GoldenEye on the 64?
I did. It was one of the I never owned it, but I played it at friends' houses, and it was slappers only. Give me that shit. It was so good. Slappers only? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Give me that.
Fair. We used to do rocket launchers only.
Oh god, those games are over so quick.
It was a fucking shit show. It was fun. Yeah.
What? They already did this, right? Remember the PS3 remake?
Okay, well, this is gonna be a new one. This one is supposed to come out August 2022.
What?
Yes. So this is like a complete remake. Because, like, the one that you're talking about was an utter shit show.
Yeah, but it was a remake. That's what it was.
Yeah, so this is a remake, but it's going to be better, potentially.
Because of?
It's going to be done on...
You wish so.
Well, okay, fair enough. I do wish so, but it's going to be on the Unreal 4 engine.
Okay.
And they've released some footage, and it does look a little bit better. But it's going to be created completely from scratch. That's why it's going to take so long.
What I want to know is why. Like, what
it was
is
so
it
much
about
fun.
GoldenEye? Yes, of course it was. Yes. But what makes you think that you can recreate that?
I think it's like that whole nostalgia factor. It's just like it going back to classic WoW. Like, everybody was so fucking hyped for this, and they're like, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be the most amazing thing, blah 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 blah. And then people who actually played like vanilla World of Warcraft were like, yeah, okay, it's whatever. And
yeah,
I think it's gonna go back to that, and there's gonna be certain people that you're gonna be able to hook with this, and then there's gonna be like the people who are like, oh, let me dust off my 64 and like blow into my cartridge and play the old school way.
Well, I ask because it's probably the game that holds up the least well. It's a terrible game to try to play now.
Oh yeah, it's garbage.
So obviously they're gonna have to modernize it, and they are. They're remaking it from scratch. But what are the elements of GoldenEye that need to remain? That's the thing I'm not sure.
The hat, Oddjog's hat.
What is it?
Oddjog's hat. The fucking hat. He had the hat that would instantly one-shot you.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oddjog? The dude,
Nope.
the big fucking burly Asian bad guy dude.
It's been a long time since I played it.
Well, okay, so one of the characters had a hat that you could fucking throw at people and one-shot them. It was amazing and great and terrible at the same time because you would scream at that person because you'd be fighting them with a gun in close quarters, and then they would fucking throw that hat at you, and then fist fights would ensue. I don't know. It's definitely one of those games that just like held up. Well, not held up, but like held up in your memories.
Yeah, it's got some strong, like, nostalgia
feels.
like aura surrounding it. It's like people talk about that game a lot as like when the N64 is brought up, that game is
Yeah.
like that and Super Mario 64.
Super Mario 64 and like that one and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But like this one I think held up because this is one of those games that me and my brother Phil, we played video games growing up as kids because we lived in the middle of nowhere. We didn't have any other friends really around us, so it was just me and him. But this game would cause so many fucking fist fights between us. And I think that's part of it, is like I just miss being a child and fighting over a fucking video game. I know that sounds really stupid, but I don't know. That's kind of what I'm hoping.
So you want it to be like a like a Dark Souls feel? Like something that just really pisses you off?
Yeah. I mean, you were making fun of me earlier for liking things that just fucking tilt me or make me salty. Yeah. What did I say earlier? Fucking salty jelly and some hater toast.
Some hater toast, hell yeah.
Hater toast, hashtag.
Pop open you a can of that hater toast.
Oh, God.
Hater toast. Great in the morning. Great in the evening. Have you some hater toast.
Hater toast.
Sponsor of the show. Buy it in bulk at Costco. Hater toast. Get you some hater toast. Spread the love for hater toast.
Spread the fucking salty jelly for some hater toast. Let's see. Did you play Destiny?
I did play Destiny. Well, not the first one. I have not played the first Destiny because I didn't have a PS3. But I did play Destiny 2 on PC.
Did you port it over to Steam?
No.
Oh.
Because I'm done playing Destiny.
Really?
Yeah. I like MMOs, but I don't like the end content in MMOs.
Oh, okay.
Which is like the main reason most people like it.
Yeah, raiding and shit like that.
Yeah, it's too time consuming. I don't have that kind of fucking schedule where I want to like plan out 6 hours one evening where I go fucking raid something. I don't want to do that. So as soon as I got to the end game stuff in Destiny, I was like, okay, I'm good. It's a good time. I have no ill things to say about it. It was fun. I think it's some of the best shooting, like mechanically.
Okay. I haven't played either of them, but like I know it just moved over to Steam and now it's free to play.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah,
Cause like they split away from Blizzard and Activision.
Yeah, I think they had like some sort of, I don't know, contract or something that's up. And now they're their own people, which is interesting.
It's done by Bungie, right?
Yeah. Them Halo people.
Yeah. So that's probably why it's like a good shooter. And I'm actually thinking of trying it out now since it is free on Steam. But I don't think I'll be doing like anything hardcore rating or anything like that.
Yeah, I think you should try it because, like I said, it's some of the best shooting mechanics I've ever experienced. It feels really good. It's like the anti-Borderlands, I think, because I think the shooting in Borderlands sucks dick.
Wait, have you played the third one yet?
No.
Oh, that's right. You're waiting like I am.
No.
Are you not going to play it at all?
Nope.
Not even when it comes to Steam in March?
Nope.
March?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I'm done with it. Like, I liked the first game a lot, and it took me so long to get through the second game. And then I played through the second game again with somebody else, and we both just came to the conclusion because we co-streamed it. My friend CK.
Oh yeah.
And I, and it was a chore. It was such a chore to get through that game. I don't know what it is. I think I get exhausted with how funny the game thinks it is, and how like funny everyone else thinks it is. Like I just don't see it. It's just so like random references because they can do references and that's all they know how to do. I don't think there's any like actually really well written jokes, and if there are, they're so few and far between and it sounds like the rest of it. Like everything is a joke. Everything. It's like All right.
All right.
I actually had the same problem in Destiny to a lesser extent. Destiny 2, the story.
Mm-hmm. Every
character. So they had what's his fucking face? The Firefly motherfucker. Nathan Fillion.
Uh-huh.
They had him play one of the characters, and it felt like every character was trying to be as quippy as that character, and it didn't work, and it was so awkward. And I feel like that's what Borderlands does, is every character has to be the funny character. Like, imagine if every character was Jar Jar Binks.
Okay, I got you.
That's how that feels to me. Like, that's an extreme example. It's not really how I feel about it, but that's like the vibe I get from it, is like every character's trying to be the wacky, weird one.
Yeah, they didn't have like any
on.
different characters or different concepts of characters and stuff.
I mean, there's plenty of different ones, but they're all trying to do their own version of whoa, fucking.
But they're all the same personality.
Right?
That's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Pass.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, shit. What was I gonna say? There was something that I'll have to come back to it later.
Okay, that sounds fine.
I'm sorry.
Are we done with news?
I think we're done with news. I think that's all that's kind of come out this week that I found interesting anyway, and I threw at you while you died.
Yeah, I mean,
Twitch plague.
Yeah, it's been rough.
I know. You got those Ricolas.
And my not gamer toast.
Hater toast.
Hater toast, god damn it. Gamer toast is a good name too.
Shit.
Just put gamer in front of everything. It's like putting space in front of everything. I love that
bit.
That bit will never get old to me. Like, just like if it's a sci-fi thing, just call everything that's normal a space, whatever it is. Like, I got my space pen, or let's take a space trip.
Are you shitting on my name right now?
No.
I mean, EvilSpaceBunny.
I love space bunnies. No, I'm not shitting on it. It sounds sarcastic for whatever reason, because that's just my voice. But I actually do like that. I think it's funny.
Yep, that's how I feel.
That's a good point.
Yep, excellent point. Okay. What are some of the games that feel impacted your life? We kind of touched at this at the beginning with like you talking about Star Wars Dark Forces.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any games that like hit you in the feel so hard that you like felt it for like days or like even weeks?
Yeah, well, not early on. Mm-hmm. So we were just talking about like, our entire career of gaming, right? Yeah. The Walking Dead season 1 is probably the biggest one for me. Mm-hmm. I am not a father, but I feel like I get it because of that game. Like,
fair.
I know that's an absurd statement, and it's not like I wouldn't claim that in a conversation with a father. I'd be like, yeah, I know, I played Walking Dead season 1. But some of the
it's like me trying to compare my cats to people with their babies. It's like,
Christ,
oh my god, my baby did this. Oh my god, my cat.
You think having a baby's hard? Try having 3 cats. You would never be able to handle 3 cats. Yeah, don't do that to people.
No, fair.
Even if it were true, don't do that to people. So the relationship between Lee and Clementine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so good.
Blew me away. I've never been so immersed in caring for a character, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And wanting the best. Like it happens so many times in that game. Like teaching her how to shoot a gun. Mm-hmm. No one wants to do that with an 8-year-old. It felt so wrong, but given the circumstances, that was what was best for her, so I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I love it. Even though that game is like famous for like, oh, your choices don't really matter. It's like what matters is you choosing it though. Like your motivation behind choosing it. That's the thing that's interesting.
It helps show what kind of person you actually really are.
Mm-hmm. Or what you would do in that situation. Because like the fascinating thing about zombies is not zombies. It's what do humans do when faced with that kind of crisis.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, yeah, that game's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What impacted you?
Well, okay, mine's kind of similar. I have 2.
Walking Dead season 2.
No. Actually, okay, it still involves zombies, but it's not Walking Dead. It's The Last of
Okay.
Us.
Oh, don't spoil anything.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so hard to explain this.
Well,
But
I've seen the first like half hour.
oh my
So
god,
if
the
you're
first
talking about that shit,
the first half hour, yeah, you fucking feel so hard for Joel, and you're
it's
just like,
so good.
I was playing it, and I'm like, this isn't what I fucking saw on the TV. I thought you were a dude, and like, you're playing that little girl, and then you're running through, and then fucking that first 10 minutes, and then I'm like crying, and I'm playing this on the PlayStation, and I remember my ex-boyfriend coming into the room, and I'm just bawling, and I'm fucking bawling, and like, he's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, the girl, she just got shot. And he's like, you just started playing this game. And I'm like, I don't care. She's fucking dead. And like, and dad, and she's got his watch. And like, yeah. And so there's that whole thing. And kind of with the character that he kind of replaces his daughter with. And you have to like, you're taking this girl to the Fireflies because she has immunity to this disease that's happening.
Yeah.
And so you're taking, I believe her name's Ellie, and you're taking Ellie all the way to the end and stuff, and you're teaching her things kind of like Clementine, and you're talking about your life and stuff that you guys are gonna do, and then there's like this huge moment at the end, and the main dude lies to the girl. And she looks up at him, and she's like, okay. And she just takes the lie at face value. And like, I remember fucking throwing my controller across the room. I'm like, he lied and she fucking knows it. He lied and she fucking knows it. And I was like so upset. And like, I remember the ending of that game. So like the new one that's coming out, and like watching the trailer for that, and watching grown up Ellie, and it just like makes me so fucking pumped. I'm really excited to see where they're gonna go with it. You need to fucking play it.
I'm gonna have to play it before that comes out. When's that? Is that
I don't know. Soon.
is that like summer next year or something? Oh.
Soonish.
Like this year?
I don't think so. It's Naughty Dog. And Naughty Dog, I would compare them almost to Rockstar with like the way they release games.
Delaying.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't release anywhere near Cyberpunk, then I should be okay.
Oh fuck yeah, Cyberpunk. That's around my birthday.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be 1,000,001.
Awesome. Sorry, my voice is going.
Well, let's wrap this up because I know you're still sick.
Yeah.
So.
That's totally fine. We should.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking forward to Last of Us. Is there anything else you're looking forward to this week, month, or year?
There's the Retro Gaming Con that's happening in Portland, and it's going to be probably one of the first cons I go to in a while. And I'm going to go.
What's the difference between an expo and a con? Because it's called an expo,
Is it an
but
expo?
when you said con...
I don't know.
Yeah, it's,
Same thing?
Yeah, but I don't know what the difference is.
I don't...
Convention?
And
what is expo short for?
Exposition? I don't know.
Exhibition?
Exhibition? Your face? I don't know. I thought it was just going to be like a bunch of booths, and then there's going to be like the Angry Video Game Nerd guy. I'm really looking...
Did you say booze?
Booths?
Oh, booths.
No, I said boobs, as in like titties and girls and
there's probably
hell
not,
yeah.
There's probably not going to be that many of those.
I mean...
Girls don't play games.
Obviously, girls don't exist on the internet. They don't play video games. No.
It's all just dudes pretending to be girls.
Oh my god, I'm a dude. How did you know? Fuck you. Yeah, I think that's... I mean, Cyberpunk, Red Dead Redemption, couple other little games. Oh, Outer Worlds. I'll sell my soul finally to Epic. Just to support Oblivion, because I love them as a game company. I think that's it.
Oblivion? Bethesda?
No, Oblivion's been separate from Bethesda for a while.
Obsidian.
Shit. Fuck.
Damn.
I'm dumb. Obsidian.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obsidian it's gonna be interesting because the last bunch of things that they've done were the old like CRPG games, and this is a first-person game that looks Fallout-ish.
Well, it's basically Fallout in space.
Yeah. Holy shit, my voice is really going.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Bunny, for being here with me. I think we're going to try to do this weekly.
If you don't
Jesus
die.
Christ, it's getting worse word by word.
Thank you guys for
Holy
listening.
shit.
We know this was kind of long. This is our first one. We really do appreciate you for staying and listening this far. We will try to do this weekly. We love and support all of you. And don't forget to follow me and Portz on Twitter, TheRealPortz, and EvilSpaceBunny on Twitter, as well as on Twitch. We love you, and I'm gonna let Portz rest his fucking voice, okay?
Drink hater toast.